Hello, and welcome to Iris and the Axe. Our story takes place in the lush environment of Northern California, just north of San Francisco. It is early October in the year 1870. This is Iris, a young widow. She enjoyed a secure and happy life for a time, married to her true love and with her beloved family nearby. Tragedy struck when the twin scourges of cholera and the American Civil War robbed Iris of everyone she held dear. We meet Iris at the beginning of what she hopes will be a bright new chapter in her life. But Iris's story has many possible outcomes. You will be presented with choices, and the twists and turns the story takes will be up to you. Your choices will be guided by the symbolism of the Victorian language of flowers. According to Floriography by author and illustrator Jessica Rue, the Victorian language of flowers emerged as a clandestine method of communication at a time when proper etiquette discouraged the open and flagrant display of emotions. Young women in high society in this era embraced the practice, sending bouquets as tokens of love or warning. In our story, the Victorian language of flowers is both part of the plot and how you will make your choices. Whenever there is a choice to be made, you will be shown the names and images of two flowers, along with their meanings. Use the information you are given to make the best choice that you can. Choose wisely, and your adventure will continue. Choose poorly, and it may come to an end. It is now time to begin your adventure. May you always choose wisely.
You are riding in a carriage, half dozing, with your head resting against the black upholstery. You have been traveling for 3 days. Your green dress, although new and in good repair, is dusty, and you would give anything to take a bath and wash your long black hair. You feel a hand on your knee and open your eyes to see Charles there, your husband of less than a month.
Iris, we are nearly there.
You look eagerly out the window to see your new home, but all you can see are trees, thick stands of tall sequoias. The carriage turns onto the drive, and then you see it. An imposing and vast Victorian mansion, the most striking shade of blue you have ever seen. A slate blue, like ocean depths turned to stone. It is a thunderhead of a house, not the fanciful painted lady of your imagination.
What do you think, Iris? Will it do?
There is something earnest in his face, almost bashful. You feel your uncertainty melt away as you remind yourself of your good fortune in finding this man.
Yes, darling, this will do very well.
The carriage enters the gates and starts up the long drive to the house. You look out the carriage window and see several uniformed people standing in a neat line outside the entrance to the vast house.
Who are they?
These are our staff. The overly dignified-looking man is Crenshaw, our butler. Standing next to him is Mrs. Hawkins, the housekeeper, Mrs. Stenson, our cook, James, our footman, and Ivy, your maid.
My maid?
Yes, darling, of course. Ivy will help you dress, keep your chambers tidy, and generally see to your needs.
Well, at least I shall have someone else to talk to.
The carriage comes to a stop. James promptly opens the door and bows in greeting to Charles.
Welcome home, sir.
Thank you, James.
Charles leads you to where Crenshaw stands.
Crenshaw, I present to you my wife, Mrs. Iris Jane Cypress.
Welcome, madam.
And here we have Mrs. Hawkins.
Very pleased to meet you, madam.
And here is Mrs. Stenson, our fine cook. I trust all is prepared for our special dinner tonight?
Yes, sir.
I look forward to discussing the menus with you, Mrs. Stenson.
Madam.
She mutters. still looking anywhere but at your face. Finally, you approach James and Ivy.
I'll have James bring your things to your room, madam, and a bath drawn if you like.
Oh, yes, that would be heaven. Thank you, Ivy.
The introductions concluded, Charles leads you into your new home. You feel dwarfed by the house, but straighten your spine and hold your head high as you climb the steps toward the imposing front door. You have just enough time, with Ivy's help, to unpack, bathe, and change before you need to be back downstairs for dinner. The dining table is resplendent with crystal, silver, and fine linens. There is music and wine, conversation and laughter. You and Charles dance through the night. At the end of the evening, he carries you upstairs, makes love to you, and you fall asleep, tangled in each other's arms. You wake to a room flooded with early morning light. You reach over, but Charles is not there. Ivy bustles around, opening curtains.
Good morning, madam. Did you sleep well?
Yes, so deeply I didn't even dream. But, Ivy, can't you call me Iris? Madam seems so formal.
A look of embarrassment crosses Ivy's face, and you realize, that was a misstep.
Never mind, Ivy. Forgive me, I'm still half asleep.
She smiles gratefully and brings over your breakfast tray.
Mrs. Stenson wasn't sure if you wanted breakfast in bed, so she sent up this tray, but I can easily take it away if you'd rather eat downstairs.